Today I'd like to welcome Leah Shmerling from Career Coaching and Training. One of the first questions I'd like to ask you, Leah, is what is your core area of expertise, your zone of genius that you bring to your students or clients?
I have many zones of expertise, but I'll talk about the two main ones, and that is the experience I bring to each training program in career, professional development, soft skills. And the soft skills, they are what the people skills, the communication skills, the human skills that we all need when we interact with others in the workplace or with clients, stakeholders, etc. So it's having that deep understanding of the soft skills, which aren't so soft actually. They are the human skills, and then applying it from a group setting, either face-to-face and online, because both mediums work really well for me, but then the one-to-one of the application of the material where I work with students, understanding their workplace situations, their strengths, their difficulties, and the application. So the one-on-one where you literally debrief their learning into their own experiences.
What is your professional background and what was your aha moment that led you to become a coach or a trainer in this field?
Lots of lovely aha moments. I started off in academic teaching. I never wanted to get into teaching. My mother actually said, "Why don't you be a teacher?" And I said, "No, no, no." And then I got the wisdom of, yeah, I think this is really good. So I got into academic teaching pretty quickly. So it told me straight away that was the right thing and absolutely loved it. It just made sense. It was relevant. It was working with people in industry, and I loved it and I carried it forever, and I still do. So working with people with industry is very different because they want to apply the information. They are highly motivated. You're on the same level as adults, so you can relate to their experience. But there came a time where I realized, look, I absolutely love the teaching and the training, but I want to develop my skill set. So I had the choice. I could either get further qualifications as a trainer and teacher or become a career counsellor. And so I decided at that stage to become a career counsellor. And the passion was then I'm working with people, not only in groups, but the one-on-one with the academic framework of careers. So it opens up your thinking and you have the processes where you can apply the situations, using the various frameworks. It was later on I did the career coaching, which is actually different to counselling because that's the application. You still have your frameworks, but it's the application from problem to a solution focus. So I deeply understand problems, deeply understand the solutions. I've always been a writer. I didn't know I was a writer. I thought everyone could write till I wrote all these training courses and I thought, oh, I think this could be a book. And then I was like, what was that? What was that? And then I became a published author very, very quickly. And I have written 2 books, which I absolutely am very proud of. It is about job seeking skills and communicating with employers, as well as using a competency-based approach of understanding the competencies that you need to apply the theory in the workplace. And you actually then able to assess students because everything's, checklist based. So once I became a published author of 2 books, obviously I was recognized in newspapers and I was quoted, which was, really fantastic. But I had a thought, gee, I could write this and get paid for it. And then I thought, oh, I should be a journalist. And then it was like, again, what was that? What was that? And it led me to journalism as a freelancer for many years. I wrote for the Herald Sun and then the Age, and very proud of it. And then eventually I thought I can put all this content into online courses because you've got the academic understanding of it, you've got the application through activities, you understand students as in a group, and then the one-on-one. And of course I can write the courses because of my writing skills, so it brings everything together. So I'm actually in heaven doing what I'm doing, applying all three skills, which is the training, face-to-face, online, the coaching, again, face-to-face and online, and the writing. So when I say it's come together, it actually makes sense, because when I always told people, look, I've got these three skills that I love passionately and that I apply all three, everyone said, no, you need to specialize. And I kept thinking, but I love all three things. Why would I want to specialize? But now it sort of makes sense to most people, and especially to me.
My next question is, what makes you the blue unicorn in your field, or what is your superpower?
Oh, my superpower. I think it is definitely my passion. I just love what I do. I live it, I breathe it. Sometimes I'll say, oh, I'll put on the computer and just read over something for 5 minutes, and 2 hours goes past. That is absolutely my blue unicorn, my passion, my love, my commitment. And I understand people, and, there's no value judgments. I love people. I get people. I relate to people. I have a laugh, and we go through that journey together, and it just works. There's never a student I've never gotten on with, because my absolute foundation is you need to respect people. And when you respect people, you will always get on with them. You can identify with them, you can communicate with them, you can address issues with them, because it's safe.
What industry myths or misconceptions do you love to challenge through your training?
Most people have grown up with the literally the myth that I am stuck in my career for the rest of my life. Well, firstly, no one's stuck. So it's about adapting to your current situation and to the changing labor market and the economy. So if you understand, you adapt, that means you are continuously learning and growing to develop your skill set, to fill the skills gap, because as there's technological progress, globalization, for etc., there's going to be gaps in your knowledge or skills, which is fine. So that's one of the things you need to do, is keep adapting. But then, as we all get older and our circumstances change and our life responsibilities change, sometimes we think, what, it's time to reassess my career, either learn and grow and move horizontal or vertical, or even say, what, I want to do it in another way, such as in consulting, or just work part-time. Or sometimes you can even say, what, I want my career to be a hobby. And it's so common for people who have been high leadership positions, to then say, I actually just want to do something like gardening, where I'm outside, I've got my own time and space, I can work my hours, I'm with nature. So in other words, the biggest myth is like, you're immovable. Yes, we are movable, but we need to move from our comfort zone. And that's a scary bit. And that's what keeps people stuck in their position.
If you could speak directly to one person in a company who truly needs what you offer, who would it be? What would you say to get their attention? And why are they the person who needs to hear it first?
Well, in my journalism, I always had to interview like CEO, the top people. So to address your question, I would always go to the top, because they're the decision makers. They see things strategically. They see the complete organization rather than one small part, such as the finance or the marketing or the human resources, or from the even just the training side of it. So no, I'll go straight to the top. I will win them over with my love, my passion, my commitment, and my ability to really support people in their career journey to progress in their career within the organization, because I don't think anyone would want to hear them move out of the organization. But then part of it is looking at retention issues and understanding where someone is at in their career, what are their needs, and for an organization to keep them there, what is their next step, and then to develop a career plan.
Can you share a moment or story where you knew your work had made a real difference, something that captures why what you do matters?
I've had a few moments, but it's the same, where I have trained people and I've gotten excellent feedback. But when I've said the conclusion and the goodbyes, People actually really value the learning and my time with them. And they clap me and they thank me and they've told me how much they've appreciated the training, that there's learning and there's fun, because not all trainers make it fun, and the ability to just carry it through beyond the training session. And to me, that's what training is. It's never a set program. It's carrying it beyond the session. And when you get that feedback, really, they tell you spontaneously. They're not filling out a form. They're passionate. I have moved them and they clap me, and it's really beautiful. It actually carries me as well. And sometimes I think about these fantastic training programs and the lovely people I've met and the privilege with that.